We're in business here. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is great. It's so awesome to be here. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I've been so encouraged today. Everybody here has been phenomenal, and I am so excited that I could be part of this. This is awesome. This is great. I'm going to tell you just a quote that I absolutely love, and it's from someone who's passed away, but he's still important. It was Sir Winston Churchill. He once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So that is amazing for me. And I love that quote because I can tell you, one thing I believe is that when we put limits in our lives, we don't reach the potential we may be capable of achieving. And I believe that wholeheartedly. If we are afraid to fail, then how can we succeed? Isn't that logical?
That's right.
Right? But it wasn't always like that for me. I've had many challenges I've had to overcome. I was born blind, and I went to public school. Everybody in the public school was sighted. I grew up with my brothers and sisters who were all sighted. I was always around sighted people all my life. So when I was in school, I was in elementary school, I remember that kids started to just bully me and make fun of me. Of course, I was different. And when you're different, I mean, you're cool, but at that time, it wasn't. But the kids treated me differently. They bullied me. And I was like, at that point, being with my family, my sisters particularly, my sisters always told me, "You are a pretty girl. You are a pretty girl. You look good." My sister used to always wear me cool clothes. She always wanted me to be fashionable. And she says, "You are a smart girl." And even my mom always was there to help me out. A little overprotective, of course, because I was the only one in my family with a visual disability. And she just encouraged me to do many things. But when I was in school, I was bullied by these kids. And until that moment, when these kids started bullying me, I did not know blindness the way it hit me. It was like, wait a minute, I'm different, I'm blind. I started to develop all of these crazy insecurities. I started to feel self-conscious about everything. I hated the cane. I didn't even want to look at it because it meant that I had to use, kids would be like, "Tap, tap, tap, where are you going?" So it was really something very challenging in my life. But what broke the camel's back was when I finally decided in myself the decision that I needed to make. And by the way, even before I came to this decision, I got so depressed that I actually wanted to commit suicide. Because I said, if I have to live in this world where people are going to treat me this way, I don't want to be here. Okay? And I'm sure that many of you, or maybe a few of you, have been in this level where you feel that it's just, what am I going to do? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And the breaking point for me was when that happened. I decided in myself, and I'm alive, so I didn't, go through with that goal. I actually decided it was either two things. Either I stand up and accept myself for who I was, or I continue to be an instrument of pain to other people and allowing them to hurt me and to be abusive to me. So I was always very spirited. No matter what, I was spirited. I always loved to engage in new things and challenges and try new things. I said enough is enough. So what did I decide? I decided to confront these students. And the way I did it, since I love to write, I wrote a poem. And in that poem, I talked about what it was like to be blind.